Hi everyone, I want to welcome you back to my channel where I reveal ways to elevate your life through spiritual means, where I teach and give recipes, spiritual recipe that can help you to manifest your desire, that can help you to manifest wealth, abundance and prosperity, that can even also help you to restore health back to you. So I want to welcome you back to my channel. Today I will be diving into a powerful spiritual recipe that can help any individual that have issue with hatred, and have you felt like you need a little extra force to take away evil around you. You just observe that irrespective of the work you do, the effort you put into your assignment, the effort you put into your business or your profession, you don't get the required result. You don't get commensurate result that is commensurate with your effort. And you have realized that everywhere you go, there is something that you cannot place your hand, that is spiritual, that is making things to work against you. That today, the recipe I want to share with you is to help to eliminate and take away such spiritual forces that work against people on their path to abundance, on their path to success. This spiritual recipe is to break evil curses, is to break X. If you find out that you notice that things are not just going the way, irrespective of what you do, then that is what you need today. You need this spiritual recipe. You know, I have gotten a lot of positive feedback from people who have tried this recipe that I've given to them, and I've also prepared for some other people, and they also have come back with real positive testimony or response to me that it worked. So today I want to be sharing that recipe for you that can help to break curse, hex, and evil that obstruct one's path on its way to prosperity, to abundance, and to fulfillment. If you are experiencing repeated failure, if you are experiencing rejection and frustration, this recipe that I'm sharing with you today might be what you really need. So I want you to get comfortable on your seat, and then you watch my presentation, this video to the end, and I can assure you, you will come back to give a positive response like other people who have given it a trial. So now let's get to the presentation. Let's get to the video. What do you need? What are the items you need for this spiritual soup? It's a soup you are going to prepare, a spiritual soup you are going to prepare. What are the items you need? The very first thing you need is you just need one Sodom apple leaf. One Sodom apple leaf. In our local language here, in the Yoruba local language, it is called Ewe Bomu Bomu. Ewe Bomu Bomu. Just one Sodom apple leaf. Just one Sodom apple leaf. You also need one bitter kola. One bitter kola. In our indigenous language here, the Yoruba language, is called Urubu. Just one. Urubu Eyokan. Just one. One bitter kola. Then you need any soap of your choice. Any soap of your choice you can use. Any soap of your choice. Whether bar soap, key soap, liquid soap, any soap of your choice. Then you need some quantity of palm oil. Some quantity of palm oil. My brothers from the eastern part of Nigeria refer to it as red oil, but the normal name is palm oil. So some quantity of palm oil, and then you also need your Bible, because you are going to chant Psalm 6, Psalm 9, and Psalm 35. You are chanting these Psalms 3 times each. That is where the work is. You have to chant Psalm 6 3 times, Psalm 9 3 times, and then you chant Psalm 35 3 times. So now, let me now give you a step-by-step of how you are going to prepare this spiritual soup. The very first step is that you need to grind that one Sodom apple leaf. You grind it smooth. You grind it, and then you grind the bitter kola also along with it, with that one Sodom apple leaf. Now, once you have done grinding those two items, the next thing you need to do is to mix those items you have grounded, the bitter kola and the Sodom apple leaf. You mix it with the soap that you have chosen to use. You mix these three items, you mix them together. And then you mix them very well. And once you have done mixing them, then you share this soap into 3 portions, because you are going to use the soap to bathe for 3 nights. So you share the soap into 3 portions. You share it and place each on new soap, new sponge, excuse me. You are going to get a new sponge that you have around you. Go to the store, get a new sponge, and then you get 3 new sponges, and then you share the soap to these 3 new sponges. So that means that you have 3 soaps on 3 sponges. Then you now place those sponges in your presence, and then you start chanting Psalm 6 3 times, and you chant Psalm 9 3 times, and then you conclude by chanting Psalm 35 3 times, and then you say your prayer for open doors, that every curses that has been laid on you should break, and then you should have a headway in life. And then once you are done, the next thing is you are going to use this soap on the sponges to take your bath, and you are going to bathe at night, 3 nights, 3 different nights. But please follow the instruction. Once you start, for example, if you are going to start on a Monday, you are just going to bathe it Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday nights. You can't bathe it on Monday, then leave out on Tuesday, and then you decide to bathe the second one on Thursday. It must be 3. You must bathe them consecutively. The 3 nights must be consecutive. So you make sure you bathe it. Then another instruction that you have to follow is that you got to bathe that soap barefooted. You got to bathe that soap barefooted. Whether you are in a bathtub, in a bathroom, or outside, wherever you want to take the bath, it must be barefooted. Now, the third instruction is that once you have concluded bathing those soap, the sponges, you go dispose them. Please don't use those sponges for any other bath. And then you go dispose them where no one will be able to pick it again. You can either, if you have the opportunity of digging and burying them in the ground, that is fine. If you also have the opportunity of a river close by to you, you can go and dispose it in the river. But if you don't have, then just walk to a very distant place and go and drop it in a trash bin around that place. So, and then you can come back home. And I can assure you, within 21 days of doing this bit, you will begin to see definite changes in your situation. I want to encourage you, if you have listened to this time, I want to encourage you to give it a try. Don't just listen, give it a try. What are the items I say you need? You need 1 sodium apple leaf, 1 bitter cola, any soap of your choice, some quantity of the palm oil. Now let me tell you what you are going to do with the palm oil. Before you bathe, you apply the palm oil on your body like a cream. You apply it as if you apply your body cream, your body lotion. Just apply it, and then you use it. You now bathe for those 3 nights. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I encourage you to hit the subscriber button. Also share this with someone whom you think really need this recipe, and you can also give this video, if you have enjoyed it, a like. Thank you, and see you some other time.